that sold me something on eBay that said, hey, it was a handwritten note from a 12-year-old, that said, thank you very much for your purchase. We appreciate it. And it reminded me of when I was 10 years old, except I didn't have eBay and didn't have all these options to buy singles online. So it was refreshing. So it just shows you kind of all generations.
The hobby's exploding and the happiness is absurd. Dustin, get in here. Let's tell, Dustin, Dustin, how much happiness has getting into collecting Pokemon and flipping Pokemon been for you?
Hey, sports card collectors and investors. Hope everybody is having an awesome weekend. It is Sunday. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I drank a little bit too much wine last night, so I'm not feeling great. I'm not feeling great today, but you know what? I'm going to power through. I wanted to get a video out. I didn't put out a video yesterday because I was on with the Hobby Box. We had a good interview. It's on his channel, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I've not done something quite like that with another content creator, so that was pretty fun to do. And it's just kind of, it's fun to talk cards and talk about the hobby. I did announce in a video a couple days ago I am going to be doing a subscriber spotlight where I reach out to some of my subscribers. There's a bunch that did respond to that video saying they want to do the interview, want to be on the show. So that's awesome. I'm excited to do some more of that using StreamYard, and we will go ahead and do more of those types of videos. I think it'll probably start not this week, but the following week is when I think that we'll probably get those going. So I will keep you posted there. Okay, so before I get started, if you are new here, please subscribe. We have almost 170 videos at this point. Most of them are around sports card investing. We also touch on other collectibles, whether it be graded action figures or graded comic books. And so if you're just interested in these types of collectibles, assets, please subscribe because that's what we talk about. And we also mix in just kind of some personal finance, general stuff as well. So thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Second thing on the list I want to cover, the virtual show, card show that's being put on by Sports Card Investor. It starts on Wednesday. My understanding, it is a 5-day event, Wednesday through Sunday, and it's being streamed. I believe it's being streamed on the website, sportscardinvestor.com, and then also you could probably find it through YouTube as well, I would imagine. But certainly through sportscardinvestor.com. It doesn't cost anything to attend. If you're a hobby person, I think if anything, just out of curiosity, you would want to check this out. I'm very interested in checking it out. I've done some other virtual events that are not related to cards that I really did enjoy, and I think that SCI puts out really highly well-produced stuff. He doesn't mess around. He puts out a good product. To where I think it's going to be fun. So I'm going to join up. I'm going to attend it and hope to see some of you all there as well. That's Wednesday next week it starts, and it goes through Sunday is my understanding. So just wanted to get those items out of the way first. Today I'm going to be talking about 4 basketball cards that are on the rise, and I'm using the Card Ladder data tool to show this information. And one thing that I'm going to do differently today that I haven't done previously is I'm going to utilize some of the historical pricing data that they have on the site through the tool. So typically when I do these videos, I'm talking about kind of 14-day type data, and the reason why these cards get put on this particular ladder list is based on data from the last 14 days, and pricing is a big part of how these cards get on that ladder. If there's a big shift in price, that's how they'll make it onto the ladder. So, and then transaction numbers and things like that. There's a big long formula that again, it's people that are smarter than me coming up with this stuff, but it is a very, very cool tool to use. And so anyway, so I'm going to focus on those cards. I'm going to look at historical data because I think that, and I think the audience can kind of agree with me here. High prices, it seems to be the norm now, and so I wanted to go through this because not that long ago, pricing was not even close to where it is now. And so that's part of the reason why I want to touch on the historical data, is because I want new people coming in to see, but then also folks that have been doing it. I've been back in the hobby for about 2 years, a little over 2 years now. But we quickly forget because pricing has been so high, and we're kind of just looking at, data over the last 90 days, and so we quickly forget just where pricing was previously. So on some of these cards, I'm gonna talk about that. So I'll go ahead and jump right into it. Number one on the card ladder list today is the 1996 Topps Chrome Kobe rookie in a PSA 10. And so this card, interesting. So this is not an inexpensive card. It's been hot for a while. You have on 7/22, so a few days ago, you have this card at $9,740. There was a sale. And then the next day there was a confirmed sale at $11,375. So a very, very big jump. If you go back 90 days, so if we go back to April 26th, this card was at $6,000. So it's literally doubled, just about doubled over the last 90 days. And then if we go back 1 year, guys, 1 year, so July 31st of 19, this card was about $1,200. So this thing has just absolutely skyrocketed, and it's not very surprising just seeing what happened with Michael Jordan cards, LeBron James cards. So of course Kobe cards, with him being one of the all-time greats, it's not a shock, but it just shows you how far we've come over the last year. And then if we go back, the tool also will show data from early to mid 2000s. If we're looking at early 2000s to 2005 to 2010, this was a $400 or $500 card in PSA 10. So it stayed in a $400 or $500 card for years and years and years, and then it steadily climbed up to $1,000, and then it's over the last 12 months skyrocketed. So I wanted to share that because that's interesting data that I didn't necessarily have before I looked at it. So I thought that was kind of interesting to look at. All right, next up I've got this is a popular card nowadays. It's the 2012 Anthony Davis AD Prizm rookie card. And now this one is interesting. This is in a BGS 9. So this is not necessarily, I'll be honest, I don't own a lot of BGS 9 because, to me it's like, is that a PSA 8? Or, I'm not really sure if there's a lot of value in a BGS 9. Well, people are, I guess, those folks that are kind of priced out of that PSA 9, PSA 10 for this, or even a BGS 9.5, they're buying BGS 9. It shows it here. So on 7/19, so not that long ago, this is a $550 card. The next day on 7/20, there's a sale at $825, and that's where we're kind of sitting right now. Is I believe that would be an all-time high for this card. Now, if we go back 90 days to April 30th, now keep in mind, cards were still being bought. I mean, COVID hit us in mid-March. We did go through a little lull kind of through the end of March where I would say there was kind of some, maybe a little slight pricing pullback. But then we've been thrust forward, through April on until now. So this is a sale from April 30th, and it's at $239. And then if we go back to October, guys, this is a $100 card. October 30th, $103.50. And now that thing is up at $825 for a BGS 9. And granted, I mean, this is first Prizm set. Anthony Davis is, in my opinion, a top 5 player in the NBA right now. So I understand the demand, but I just wonder how far that's going to go. Where are PSA 8s? Are there PSA 7s? I mean, I think that once you get under PSA 8s, I think those are probably fairly rare because this is a modern type card. I mean, I know it's an 8-year-old card, but it's not a vintage card. So I'd have to look at the pop reports on it and see what's the PSA 8 numbers on this card, and are people buying those? So very, very interesting there. All right, next up I've got, this is probably my most favorite card on this list, only because of the look of it, because I love blue Prizm. The 2013 blue Prizm Giannis rookie card. This thing is just sick looking. I mean, unbelievable, this card. And again, it's to show you just kind of how far we've come and just changes in the market. So on 7/25, so extremely recent sale, $21,750. That's, I'm pretty sure that's an all-time high. On 7/16, 9 days previous, we have a sale of $11,250. So you're talking a $10,000 jump. It doubled in 9 days, essentially. And then if we go back to October, there's a sale on October 6th of 19 at $1,500, $1,525. This thing is just absolutely skyrocketed in a matter of 9 months? I mean, unbelievable. It's because, and I know we talk about it so much, it's so unprecedented, and just how much money is flowing into the market. The demand is insane right now. And so I just wanted to go back over. And then, of course, if you go beyond October 6th, it's even less than $1,500. This is a card that was trading very, very low up until recently, and now it's just gangbusters. All right, last but not least, certainly, now some folks would say this is the true Luka Doncic rookie card, the 2016 Upper Deck Euroleague Rainbow Foil PSA 10. These prices are making me wish I'd been a little bit more savvy thinking about this card, back around Thanksgiving time last year. So this card now, there's a sale it's set on 7/21 at $3,280. Not that long ago, not even a month ago, at the end of June 27th, there was a sale of $1,600. So you're talking about doubling in less than a month. And then if we go back to November 21st, 2019, we're seeing sales of $350 to $360. So this card almost 10x over the last 9 months. And it makes sense. I mean, it absolutely makes sense now. Of course, hindsight's always 20/20 with all these things, but I'm just wondering how many people, got ahead of this thing and how many people are just sitting on, I made a video called Cardboard Millionaires. I think there's quite a few cardboard millionaires. If there's someone that dumped serious cash into this thing, a year ago, 2 years ago, or beyond, now I'm not saying that every player has gone up gangbusters. That's not what I'm saying at all. But if you are investing and you hit on certain players, and a lot of them were good, GOATs we're talking about. If you had a big Michael Jordan collection, LeBron collection, Kobe collection, and then if you happen to, really go all in on Luka, geez, this is unbelievable stuff. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. Again, please subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if there's any other topics you would like covered as far as sports cards go. I like talking about some of the cards that hit the card ladder. It's just fun because it changes all the time, and it's just fun to report on. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and we will talk to you again later. Take care.